There were 5 key elections in Africa in 2017. In Rwanda, incumbent Paul Kagame won a third 7-year term. President Eduardo dos Santos of Angola stepped down after 38 years. He was succeeded by the former defense minister, João Lourenço. But the big story in August was a high-stakes election in Kenya, pitting incumbent President Uhuru Kenyatta against opposition leader Raila Odinga. The election was nullified by the Supreme Court, citing irregularities and illegalities in the process, plunging the country into a political crisis. Scores of opposition supporters lost their lives in clashes with security forces as the opposition pushed for electoral reforms.
This took us into a very uncharted territory because, thereafter, after the nullification, the Right Honorable former Prime Minister Raila Odinga withdrew from the race. There are those who argue that at the time when Raila Odinga withdrew, then that we should have cancelled the election and started the process all over again.
I, Uhuru Kenyatta.
With no direct threat to his candidacy, President Uhuru Kenyatta easily won the repeat poll in November. But it is Zimbabwe that grabbed all the political headlines. A succession battle between Grace Mugabe and Vice President Emmerson Mnangagwa to succeed President Robert Mugabe led to the sacking of the Vice President. Less than a week after that statement, the military took over key installations and placed Robert Mugabe, who had been in power since 1980, under house arrest.
This is no longer a ZANU-PF matter, this is a national crisis. Why do I say so? Because we are talking of the interests of those with the security machinery and the infrastructure of the country being involved in politics.
Zimbabweans took to the streets, calling for Mugabe to step down. Within days, he was gone. Emmerson Mnangagwa was sworn in as president, promising to act on corruption and economic turmoil. Another key election was here in Liberia. It was significant because this would be the first peaceful transfer of power in the last 70 years. It would also be the first election conducted by Liberia. The last 2 elections were conducted by the United Nations. Robert Nagila, CGTN, Monrovia, Liberia.